different day, different shirt. Kind of a different environment. As you see, the door's closed, so I don't have any natural light. And why it's closed, you're wondering? It's because it's raining. And if I want to put the camera like in a very good position, it'll be out in the elements. And I don't want to do that. Anyways, kind of a little backstory, which I'm going to explain anyways, about why I went ahead and replaced this. But for a while, I couldn't find none of these bolts, especially these. I couldn't find these, so that's why I went ahead and got. That's why I went ahead and got this bolt to put it on it. However, I've noticed this one is fine, but if I were to go ahead and put this bolt onto this pulley and I tighten down, it adds resistance. And given the fact that I bought new belts, so I don't want to shred those belts. So I'm like, all right, let me see if I can go ahead and find them. And looking up for me yesterday, I found them in a very unlikely spot, but I found them. And I also was able to find the 3 mounting bolts for this car. Oh my gosh, having a cold sucks. Stuffy nose. Now, normally, you go ahead and get like a Torx or a T40. Is this a T40? Yeah, you get a T40, and you will be able to get these off. However, I do have a T40, but at the time, I had to, what was it? At the time, the method I was going to go about of getting this job done was to follow the TSP for the vehicle. The TSP that used to go ahead and take the intake cam phaser off. And in order for me to gain access to the little door that covers the tensioner, I had to remove this. But the thing is, like the tool that I used at the time was a 1/4-inch socket. Yeah, I think it was like a 1/4-inch ratcheting wrench, and it got stuck behind the tensioner. Well, actually, it got stuck behind this pulley, so I had to get one of these. Well, actually, not the actual ratchet, but one of these ratchet inserts, so I could go ahead and get the pulley off, so I could free up the bolt. So essentially, that's how I was able. That's why I have this in my possession. And to tell you the truth, these are pretty neat. Like, you don't need, like, these are pretty neat. Like, all you need is just a box wrench or a ratcheting wrench, and then you can literally have your way with these. Now, it does come with two, like 10 sizes, 9. Hold on, let me go get the tool. Right. Yeah, good enough. Hold on, I'm going to get the tool. And I believe it, I'm going to do a review while I'm doing the repair. Got this from Amazon. As you see, secure wrench. Oh, it's 11 pieces. And these are the sizes that comes with it. And like I said, all you need is just a wrench, just a regular wrench. So these from T10 to T30 will fit into 8mm, T40 to T47 and 12mm, and T50 to T55 for 15. Now, will I ever have another opportunity to use this again? If I'm being honest with you, not likely. Not very likely, because, well, one thing, I don't have a Beamer, and I know for sure a lot of European vehicles and a lot of European vehicles use Torx bits, and some modern American cars do use Torx bit. Which I know I think like the Ford Mustang. I forgot what model you has it. The Ford Mustang has for the seats, to hold down the seats, or Torx bit. You need a Torx bit in order to get access to underneath the seat. It's not a regular hex head. So this is complete. Then go ahead and grab my area. Here it is. Then go ahead and grab my MVP. Wrong end. I'm going to grab my MVP. And like literally I cannot, like, sure, I may be glazing at this point. I might be overselling it. I don't care. It's not the brand. It's just the fact that a tool like this, low profile ratcheting with multiple positions to flex the head on both ends. Like, come on. What is there not to love? And then on this end, you have a little insert for whatever bit that you have. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When I say I hate being sick, I hate being sick. Oh, hate being sick. Like, it's fine. Stuffy nose, scratchy throat. It's not gonna stop me from getting this car on the road. And I do have work today, so that sucks. And it's raining. That sucks even worse. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's my extension. Oh yeah, I do have work today. Crap, what am I gonna eat today? Alright, so putting this on is interesting. And the reason why I say it's interesting, because getting this off was annoying as it is. So to put this on, that's going to be the interesting part. And what even kills me is that I do not have a light. And the only light I have is you guys. I don't have a light. Haha. I have this light. Oh, good, it's charged. I do have this light. And if you want to know where it came from, this is the brand. Don't ask me where I got this from because I do not remember. See, nice and bright. Does have 2 settings. Boom, off. Boom, boom, off. And it is magnetic, so you see 1, 2, 3, 4 points of magnetism, and to charge it, oops, sorry, uses a micro USB. Okay, so, crap. Ooh. Oh, yeah. And one thing about this is that there is a hook. Now to hook this, I want to figure out a way how to put this in a way that I can see. Well, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go and just put you right here. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. And take it off. What time is it? 1:35. Good. All right. Save power. All right. So to mount this, to go ahead and mount. Oh, can't see. To go ahead and mount this. I don't know how well you can see it, but they're like, you see there's 2 of them. There's that one. There's that one. And there's one that's like kind of off. You really can't see. But yeah, those you know, those are that. Not those are. Those are the points that I have to mount this onto. And then for this one, which I don't need to replace. It's just dirty, but I don't need to replace it, thankfully. Oh wow, I don't remember where I got this from. Oh wow, I really don't remember where I got this from. Hold on. I know where the power steering goes, because that was the one that annoyed me to no end. But I don't remember where this goes. Well, the only thing you think of is whatever this screws into. That's where you live. Really? That's where it lives? I guess that's where it lives. I don't think that's where it lives. I don't think that's where it goes. Oh boy. I don't think that's where it goes. And normally sometimes these vehicles will have like a belt diagram stamped on the hood, but there is none. Alright, let me go get my tablet. Alright, you know what?
On Spirit, you can change or cancel flights.
Which means you'll have some decisions.
Hush.
Okay, we're working on this 2010 Camry. We're going to show you how to change the belts on today.
Yeah. We know that.
One tensioner right there, and that is for your alternator, air conditioning, and water pump. And then you've got another tensioner.
Oh, I didn't know there's a. Oh, I didn't know there's a spot here.
So this car does run 2 belts, and I believe it's a 14mm head on both. Take off here is our power steering, so we need to sneak in back in here. All right, so first belt that we need to take off here is our.
If I'm looking at this right, oh, okay. So you come out. Obviously, you thread in for some reason. Then you go in. You know, and let me see. Do you fit in like this? Oh, you do. You see? Did you see it? No, you didn't see it. I'm sorry. I know you want to see. Yeah. So there are 2 spots. You got this nub, and you got this hole where that screw goes into, and it goes in right there. So this goes in. So that's the next one. So obviously, once I do have the with the screw, I'll go ahead and locate the its hole, and I'll go ahead and send it through. Obviously, I'm gonna put this one on. This one's gonna be put on last because this one is the easiest. Who's honking? And now. For this one, yeah, like I said, this one is going to be rather difficult because of space, and I have to figure out. So we'll let it out. So we'll let it out. When you're installing this, make sure the groove side is up, smooth side is down. Essentially, this is your idler and this is your tensioner. So remember, idler goes up, tensioner goes down. And you want to make sure that this nub is facing you. And then, let me see. Yeah, it's putting this on is going to be a problem. Let me see, where is that 10 that I had? Ooh, there it is. All right. And also at the same time, I've also bought like a little magnetic insert for these. So like, it's not going anywhere. And it also fits, and also it's a quarter inch. So it fits the MVP. Oh my gosh, look at me. 23 minutes and I'm just straight yapping. Yeah. So I have that ready. So I'm going to try Alright, so I'm going to try installing this from the bottom. Sorry, I can't take it with me. I don't have a second hand. I'm not Spider-Man. I don't have a second pair of arms. And plus, it is plus again, one thing I don't like about this. One thing I do not like about this car is the lack of space. It's just a lack of space. I have a 2000 Accord. Like space in it, and like space in there is insane. Like I could, I can't say stand in it, but you know, like I could work in that area. I have a 2002 4Runner. With minor prep work, I could literally, again, not really stand on it because you know I'm a big guy, and you get the idea. So, like, you can literally like work in that, like you can literally work in there with no problem. And now I have a 21 Corolla 1.8, plenty of room to work in. The 2.0 is just a little bit more cramped, but the 1.8, plenty of room. Plenty of room. Shoot. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Do I have an extension? So that's one thing I do want to complain about modern cars is that, like, yeah, they are getting bigger, but the workspace, like the space that you need to work, especially depending on some vehicles, is like super limited. So, like, for example, the SN95, the engine bay is like pretty spacious, but the S550, I've seen the engine bays on the S550. The heads are huge. I mean, like, the heads are huge on that vehicle. Block is small, but the head is huge. So I can literally see, like, if somebody would have to like do spark plugs on that vehicle, you're cursing yourself. If you need to take the heads off or need to do like any work on the top, you're cursing yourself. Like, and they say that, like, these modern vehicles are more easier to work with. I say poppycock. No, it's not. These vehicles are not easier to work on. It just makes it more of a pain, more of a cash grab for shops to make. Oh, not a cash grab for shops. It's just more of a cash trap for dealers to make even more money off the consumers, because they just making it more and more difficult for an average consumer to even work on their own car. So imagine like you as a DIYer who, crap, I really can't see. So imagine you as a DIYer who likes to maintain your own vehicles. Like, don't take it to nobody else. Like, you change your own oil. Like you go out of your way to make sure that your car running great, but change your oil filter is going to require you to take half the engine apart just to get to it. And some of you think I'm exaggerating. I'm not. Oh my gosh. Alright, putting this in is not going to be easy. Alright. And unfortunately, you guys are in my way. I don't care. I know that, like, sure, you guys may not have the best seats in the house. That's fine. Because oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is gonna be a pain. Okay, this is gonna be a pain. Alright. This one is a pain because I can't see this one. But from what I can see this one. So I'm gonna try to see if I could mount. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and mount this bottom bolt. Hopefully use it as a locator, so I can mount the rest. Oh my gosh, my hands are fat. Alright, so that's not gonna work. Alright, now we'll go for the bottom. I gotta go through the bottom. This will require me to wear gloves because the whole area is that whole area has grease. That whole area has axle grease. Yeah, like I said, I do have work today. I don't know if you heard that. That was like an announcement from the airbase. If it did, great. If not, then no big deal. Let me stop. Alright. Alright, let me turn on both. Alright, I'm going to 100%. How did I did it? How I did it? No, I did it with the tool. Yeah, I was able to get it off. Oh my gosh. Ugh. This is the hardest part. And it doesn't help that I have, like, are you in? Nope, you're not. That's the tensioner door. Oh. Wait. Think it's on. I think I got it. If I can get a couple of turns. Alright, I think I got it. If I can get like a couple of turns on it, get the thread started. Alright. Not even close. Not even close. You wanna see? You wanna see? Not even close. I'm not even close. Okay. Not even close. Okay, so stay right here. Right here. Alright, you're close. I don't want to lose. I don't want that bolt to drop. I really don't want that bolt to drop. The bolt drops. I'm so sad. Okay. Alright. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, it's in. Okay. Okay. Alright. Come on. Oh, this is frustrating. Oh my gosh, this is like super frustrating. Yeah, okay, you're not even close. Oh, this is super frustrating. Okay. Like this. You know what? You know what? You know what? Come back out. Come back out. Don't you fall. Don't you fall. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So instead of trying to go for this one, I'm gonna try to go for this one. Even though this one's like more forgiving, I'm gonna try to go for this one. Simply because this moves, this one will not. And I can see, oh my gosh, my knuckle. Yeah, so bottom one, a little oblong. It's, you know, it does wiggle waggle, wiggly waggly. So I'm gonna try the top one, and hopefully I can get it. Like, as long as I get one in, yeah, as long as I get one in, the rest should be easy. Bolt number one is in its home. As you can see, it's in its home. I could clean it up, but what's the point? It's just a tensioner. It's not how you're gonna see it. All right, 2 for 2. All right. All right. Time to show everybody why you're the MVP. All right. So unfortunately, the phone got hot. Yeah, the phone got like super hot, and it stopped recording right away. So while I was waiting for it to cool off, I'm not gonna tell you how I cooled it off, but while I was waiting for it to cool off, I went ahead and tightened these 2 bolts. If there is a torque spec for this, I highly doubt you're gonna get a torque wrench in here to torque it. So just give it a good old German spec of gluten tight, and you should be good. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Make sure that it's nice and tight. As tight as I can make it with this tool. Now, if I had like a Now, if I were to go ahead and use like a regular ratchet, oh yeah, I could get like super tight, but this should be good enough. And then I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the other side. And this, in the other side, is the reason why this is the MVP. Because you can't now reach that bolt back there with just a regular ratchet. You need this. You absolutely need this. I'm gonna show you right now. Let me see, am I touching it? Am I touching it? There we go, I'm on it. All right, that one's good. Now, I do have one left, which is for the bottom, which I haven't gotten to that one yet. But given the fact that the two top ones are on, the bottom one is going to be that much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light because that's how my phone got hot for the time being. So we just go on the bottom and tighten this. Put this on, tighten it up to the best I can. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So putting this on is easier than a tensioner because you do have a locating pin here. Focus. You do have a locating pin, and then you have a screw. And right where it's gonna live, right there. You got a hole for the pin. The screw's right there. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a 12. Yeah, it's a 12. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what I get for taking a lazy way out. Alright. Time to grab this. Make sure it's going in the right direction. And, oop. There. Alright. That was nice and tight. If there is a torque setting for this, I don't know, but if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just put it nice and tight. Yeah, so yeah, if there's a torque setting, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the screen. Next one is the bottom bolt. Next one's gonna be the bottom bolt, and time is 2:30. Yeah, I don't want to keep. Yeah, because like honestly, to tell you the truth, I would love to go ahead and continue and get most of this done today. However, I gotta go to work, and if I were to go ahead and start doing this, I guarantee you, I'm not stopping until all of this is complete. I'm not stopping until all this is done and the air box is in. And once I do that, I gotta find which relay is the starter relay, So I can go ahead and jump it. And why am I jumping it? It's because in that bag right there is a engine compression test. And I want to see the health of the engine. That's all. And I do have new spark plugs for the car. The spark plugs that's already in it is not old, but I just didn't like how they look. Yeah, I do remember putting them in recently. I just don't remember how recent. So I am putting these Denzel on. That's the part number if you're interested. Pack of 4. Yeah, I am going to put these on, but of course I'll put it on after I do the compression test. I do got to put coolant into the system because it's not empty, but it lost some coolant. And, ooh, oil. I got to make sure I pour some oil in this. And of course, before I put the valve cover on, I'm going to before I put the valve cover on, I am going to, I am going to drizzle oil all over the head and fill the oil container. But yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This one here, the location of that, you can't see it, but you can pretty much have an idea. If you are working with this, so if you are doing this job while the engine is still in the vehicle, my suggestion that you do is once you get to eye level at the once you get to eye level on the, like once you're on the ground or when you get to eye level, you're gonna go ahead and locate the 2 10s that's holding the timing tensioner door, and then right above the top one is where this is going to live, and essentially it's going to be between the power steering pump and the power steering pump pulley and the tensioner pulley. Right in between there is where this is going to go. I'd love to show you, but space is tight and I won't be able to show you like a good one, because I'm basically going to go off of feel. I'm just going to go based off of feel. So once it's on it, it's going to be on it, and that's about it. So next video, so the next cut is going to be me just putting the I call this, I don't know how you call that piece that the torque strut mount sits on. I really don't know how to call that piece. And the reason why I light this out because my phone is about to die. So I really don't know how you call that piece, but that piece needs to go on, and then the airbox needs to be put back on, and that's about it. So see you in the next cut. Alright, their research, just a little bit of research, and you know what, let me do something else, something extra. Where is it? I'm not doing this on purpose. I just literally. Oh! You guys want to laugh at something? You want to laugh at something? Where is it? I just bought this. No edit. I'll open this drawer because I was looking for something. And what do I see? The first one that I purchased. So it turns out it wasn't in the box. It was just in the drawer. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Life of a scatterbrain. Where is it? Voltmeter. One moment. Alright, found it. Yeah, found it. A pen. Well, paint marker. So I'm going to mark it so you can see exactly. There we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and mark it so I know. Oops. I don't know how well you can see that. And if you're wondering what the third method is, and the fact that I mentioned TRQ, some of you should be able to put two together. Ladies, some of you. Oop, sorry. Oop. Sorry. You should be able to put two together. I'm about to do. Yep, you heard it. I'll get up the time. I'm just gonna say this. Don't do it unless you have no other choice. And for me, I have no other choice. I can't literally think of anything that I could do to hold this crank pulley down so I could tighten it. There is no special tool on how to put it on. Like there is no way that I've seen that you could hold this down and tighten this at the same time. Even though, yeah, I do see that there's like little divots and like you have these 2 points, but I don't see any other way to tighten it and to use an impact. And I'm literally going through everything in my mind right now. Absolutely nothing. Even AutoZone's owner tool 57187. The reason I know that because I used long story. Even that one doesn't work because like it's like a 3-prong system that you screw into, but it's more of a puller than an installer. And that's the problem. Scrap. Oh well. Here we go. There we go. And you see, you only move on by like 10 degrees. Yeah, you only move like 10 degrees, so. Oh, and if you're wondering, what I'm using, it is the DeWalt XR. And one moment. Yeah. the D-Walt XR. That's the model number. That's what I use. In fact, this is what I used to take the crank bolt off the first time, and it took it off like butter. Like absolutely butter. Just to squeeze, bump, bump, and it was already out. And the reason why I say one moment, because I was trying to see if these represented like torque specs, but it's just representing like speed. And this one, which I for a long time just wanted to know like what this was. This was position mode. And essentially what this would do is it would tighten it. Oops, sorry. It would go ahead and tighten it, and once it senses that it's tight, it will hesitate, and then it will start dugga all the way in. And I believe that each of these have a speed, and this is like full tilt, getting all, let me see, 2200 impact per minute, you know, full send. This one is 820, and this is like 1200, 1260, something like that. I don't remember. But this one is 820, and then it would 820 upon tightening down, and then after it tightens down, it would increment up. So as you can see, and then tighten it down, moved it about 10 degrees. I'm going to check TRQ to see if that is accurate. 10 degrees is enough, because I saw the person who did it. She did mark it to note the movement of the bolt. So I'm gonna go ahead and confirm what she did, and if it's correct, then I'm gonna go ahead and torque. I'm gonna go ahead and torque these down to the best of my ability. Just one I could torque, because I do have a 19 that is kind of big, but you know, it'll fit right on top. For torque this to spec, torque the bottoms to spec, and then I'll start putting everything back together. Alright, so we're back upstairs. Crank bolt is on. Now it's time for me to put on the belts, which is going to be the annoying part. Well, one of them. It's going to be annoying. And you can see right here, I got two brand new ones. And I already lost one in the packaging. Oh well. Anyways, these are gates. Yeah, so these here are gate belts. And these are the numbers. This one here is for the alternator, water pump, AC, and crank. And this one is just for the crank and power steering. And for the belts, I'm going to put the crank on. I'm going to put the main belt on first. And I will suggest that when you do it, you start from the crank. And the tensioner in question is a 14. Oh, the MVP could do it again. Boy, there's nothing the MVP can do. Something go all the way down towards the crank. Come on. There we go. That. Alright, so you're going to make sure that it goes on the crank. Even if a light won't help. You know what? Let me reposition you so you can see better. And open your legs. Now in that sense. And on the light so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So this is going to go under the tensioner. Well, first things first. I'm going to make sure that this belt goes under the AC compressor. Make sure you keep a tight tension on it, otherwise you might lose the groove. Otherwise you might, belt might slip from the crank. Just make sure that it is sitting on all the grooves. And you can go ahead and route the belt around the... Oh, you really cannot see at all. Now we're going to go ahead and route the belt around the water pump. Like so. And then you're going to route this belt around the tensioner. Like so. Scrap. This again. Around the tensioner. Around the tensioner. Around the tensioner. Come on, come on. Around the tensioner. Around the tensioner. Around the tensioner. Now, of course, it doesn't help that the belt. There we go. Just make sure that everything is on it. Now you're going to take your tool. Oops. Sorry if I kicked you. Now I'm going to take my tool, loosen the tension. So I can get this belt over the alternator and let it down. And then I'm going to confirm that everything is where it's supposed to be. You're on the teeth, you're in the grooves. Perfect, you're in the grooves. Alright, now for the more difficult part, which is the power steering. As with this one, the belt is going to have to go from and around it, from the pulley, around the tensioner, over the idler, and around the power steering pump. That one's going to be kind of more difficult, but it is doable. So go ahead and just place this. Go ahead and place the belt. Right. I'm gonna rest the belt right here. Now, if your vehicle in question doesn't have hydraulic power steering, the belt job is done. Now, if your car does have hydraulic power steering, it is not done. Okay. Oh boy. Come on.
One eternity later.
right there. You can see, oops, right there. It's on it by the simple fact that there is no lip or edge guard to keep it in. Kind of bothers me. So come on, come on, come on. I'm not gonna do this with one hand. I'm not gonna do this with one hand. Oh, there, I'm over. Okay, I'll put you right here. Well, hopefully the belt doesn't jump off. MVP can't do the job. So I'm going to go back to old reliable. Box wrench. Oh, it's the other way. There we go. And now, in one motion, I'm gonna have to sneak this belt under that tension pulley while making sure that the belt doesn't leave the crankshaft. Yeah, the routing is not right. If I were to try to put it on that way, it will not work. So I'm gonna have to figure out what the correct routing is. Alright. So I got the power steering belt on. I had routed it incorrectly. I was trying to, because the way I was trying to do it was pretty much bypassing the tensioner pulley. So I'll put the diagram on the screen so you can see that the right way it needs to be done. But it's on. And just to make sure that it is on, we're stroking it. Stroke machine goes as follows: 2 and 2 to the bolt, extension, another extension, sent on a 4-ton jack stand. Got my half inch cheetah bar. Connected. Assume Captain Morgan stance. And on the stroke. Whoa. Oh, disconnected. Whoa. All right. All good. Alright, I don't need to swing to no more, so time to toss it into the bag. Alright. Now the next stop is the torque strut mount. Alright, time to install this piece. And as you saw, I got all the bolts in one area. And make sure you remind me which one goes where. I'm sure there's a torque setting for it. I'm gonna go for a gluten tight. I am fighting the gasket maker, which is like rubberized now. And it's kind of hard for me to start the threads on it with one hand. So I'm going to try to push with one hand and twist with the other.
Yeah, boy.
I'm just going to leave it like that. Oh, alright, it's in. This goes in like so. With a long screw. Yeah, it is correct. Yeah. Gotta do some thinking. Yeah, this is correct. Remember. So these long bolts. Like so. And then these two. Yeah. I remember. Oh, yeah, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. This. And one bolt, like so. So it tells me I don't think a bolt needs to be here. I am missing a bolt. Because this has a, because these two have bolt marks in it, and this one has to have a bolt. Is this it? Nope. That's for the camshaft. Jesus Christ. This was the bolt that I was looking for. The long one that sits in the middle of the timing cover. This is what I was looking for. And now I found it. I must have forgotten to put this on my magnet dish. Obviously, take this off again. Put it there. Take this bolt off. Put it here. Take this one out because this needs to be assembled outside. So this goes in like so, all the way through. Use this. Phone stopped recording, so back at it again. So this, I gotta make sure that this is screwed in. This plate goes into this, goes into this. So make sure that it is going all the way in. It goes all the way in because there is, yeah, you gotta make sure it goes all the way in because this bolt does not thread into that block. So now with that taken care of, now I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. So, rest here, pick it up over here. There, take you, thread you in, and don't forget about the ground cable. Mercy. Nope. And then screw. There we go. So all that consists of the How you call this again? Torque mount system, something like that. Whatever. It's there, but seems like a bolt's supposed to live here. And I want to bet you that I don't know where the bolt is rusting. That's alright. I'll find it. Yeah, mercy. Time to get out of the MVP. Long stop. Alright. Now do things the long way. Say no more. Like right now, I'm going to shake this engine. If I were to shake it, it's not going to move. And if I were to twist this, it's not going to move. Compared to how it was before, now, which I'll show you. You see this end where it goes into the body. This is solid. This is straight. It's all good. The one that goes towards the body, this is solid. This is straight. This is good. So as you can see, perfect. Absolutely perfect. In fact, I will recommend that you put this on again. I will recommend it. But this does have an expiration date. Yeah, like there's an expiration date on this. I must have rubbed it off when I was handling it, but there is an expiration date on here. And in fact, hold on. Hopefully when I do edit this video, I could find the expiration date. Let me turn on the light. Let me see. There is an expiration date somewhere. I just don't know where. Ah, found it. It was right in here. That's the expiration date. Hold on. Found it. Right here. That's the expiration date. All done. Now you may wonder why I decided to save this for last, because it would interfere with me putting on the... It would interfere with me putting on the power steering belt. It seriously interfered. But there we go. Alright, let's see. Alright, so engine strokes. In your strokes, everything is fine, and the only thing left to do is valve cover. Alright, here's the valve cover. Turn the light off. One thing I do have an issue with is that this damn valve cover doesn't want to sit. I really don't want to sit. I really don't want to sit in this home. I might have to. Yeah, it really doesn't want to sit. And if I were to flip this upside down right now, it's not going to sit correctly. That's going to bother me. You know what? I'll go ahead and switch this out. Luckily enough for me, I still have the... Yeah. Luckily enough for me, I still have the packaging. Luckily enough for me, I still have the packaging. So, I'm gonna go to the store and swap this out. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Swap this out for a new one. Because after doing all of this work, I do not want to see this thing leak at all. I don't even want to see a drop out of it. Really don't want to see a drop out of it. And then where are the other two gaskets? I see it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap the gasket out, and I come back tomorrow to finish this. And why tomorrow? Because this phone is running out of space, and I need to unload it. And it's currently 7 o'clock. So yeah, I'm gonna have to unload this phone. All the footage I did today. Make space. And then tomorrow, hopefully with a different shirt, we'll put the valve cover on, put the little gabagool, clean the surface off. Clean the surface off, add oil, and then I'll go ahead and do the add oil, and then I gotta put all that back together. And then I need to. Now I'm looking at it. I need to charge it. I need to charge it because I need to charge that because it's going to get abused. Alright. So I got me this battery tester. This was off. I forgot who I saw it from. I think it was Scotty Camry. I want to say Scotty Camry is the reason why I got this. I don't remember, but I do know I got this off of Amazon. And don't ask me how much it is because it was that long ago. All you do, just look it up. There we go. Takes a while. Beeps. Comes online. pressing key. And this is like pretty easy. So battery test, you'll say yes. CCA, which is correct. Which is says right here, USA, which is correct. Set CCA. You're wondering what a CCA is. It's the cold cranking amps at 0 degrees. So for this car, for this particular battery, the CCA is 750. Okay, hold on. Jump. Jump. And now it's going to go ahead and test it. Ooh, 100%. I don't even have to charge it. Yay. Good. I don't have to charge it. I will have to charge it once I abuse it. Let's abuse it tomorrow, but hold on. Just did it too soon. Yeah. Yeah. I put it off too soon because it does more than just check the battery. Checks your starter system, your charging system, and it does your max slope test. Simply just abusing the hell just to see how the electrical system is currently being how it handles under a massive electrical load. So for that, it's going to tell you to turn on, please turn on all electric, which means headlight, high beam, defroster, AC, and radio. Now, if you happen to have a system, turn that on as well. In doing that, it's going to go ahead and really stress, like it's really going to go ahead and stress the hell out of the electrical system. And it's going to tell you that under all that stress, the voltage should be between 12 and 14. No, I think like 13 and 14. If it falls below that, means that your alternator, either your alternator is not providing enough power, or your battery is starting to get a little weak. It's one of those two. Charging test is just going to go and show you, like, you know, the charge state of it. Started test, it just tests how the starter is going to be. Too bad it's not connected, so I would love to give you a starter test to see how everything works. But yeah, this is a nice tool. I love it. I did have an end-along one, but I don't know where it is. But this one, I love it. I like it. I really do. Anyways, this is